This video is going to quickly go through some of the answers. I'm going to try using the pen here on PowerPoint over the review sheet, and then we will work on the applications in class. Okay, so kind of quickly going through this, name a minor arc. That's using any two letters that doesn't go past the 180. So arc PM, arc MP, arc NM. NP is a diameter that also works. You can do two letters or three letters. They're not going to try and trick you. Name a semicircle. Any of these are basically a half circle. Find the measure of angle PRM. So PRM is a central angle for this arc. So there's 100 degrees left over. So this arc would be 100 and this angle would be 100. So when it says find arc PM, the measure of the arc is the measure of its central angle. The length of the arc is a different question. So the measure of arc NPM, that would be going all the way around following those letters, be everything but 80. So 360 minus 80. 280. What's the length? Now this is a different question. Length of arc PM. The length of the arc, this is where you use your little formula, but it's just what fraction out of 360. So arc PM is 83/60ths of a circle. So 80 out of 360, and since it's length, we take it times the circumference. If RP is 8, RP is the radius, that means the circumference is 16 pi. So you can do that on your calculator. Some people do this as a proportion. So they do 80 over 360 equals X, which is the length we're trying to find out of 16 pi. So as long as you put the circumference in the 360 in the same place, you're going to be basically doing the same thing. And then the area of the sector created, if RM equals 18, so this time now our radius is 18, the area of the sector created by NRM. So we're talking about this one right here. And if I just noticed, maybe you guys already saw this as I'm coloring this in, and I hurry here. Arc PM was 100, so this would have been 100. Sorry about that. I'm trying to write with the mouse. So the area of the sector created by NRM, same kind of formula. It's 80 out of 360, 83/60ths of the area. The area now in this case is pi r squared. R is 18. So pi times 18 squared, which is 324 pi. If you want to do it as a proportion, you would say 80 out of 360 equals X out of 324 pi. So that's getting harder right there with that mouse. Okay, we'll go to the next page. Arc length and area. It says find the length and the area of the darkened sectors. So for both of these, it's 225 out of 360 for this one. And it's going to be the same for length or area. So you start out with the same fraction because it's the fraction of the circle. For length, you multiply times the circumference. And for area, you multiply it by the area. So area is pi r squared. Circumference is 2 pi r, or pi d. So to do any of these, you just take your fraction and out of 360. Now again, if you learn this with proportion, or if you want to try using proportion, that works too. So the degrees out of 360, and then the circumference or the area part would go here. The only thing you really be careful of is that you don't get the wrong value for your degrees. Okay, I'll do a different video for this point.